Hey guys, we're doing a brand new series on this channel. Every week we're going to break down a new episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, starting from episode 1, and at the end of each episode we will rank them as we go down the list. So this week, obviously, episode 1 will be number 1. You're just going to dive right in. Me and Matt both just rewatched episode 1 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I believe both of our favorite comedy, at the very least, of all time.
Live action.
Yeah, live action comedy. Although, actually, I'd probably say my favorite show ever is probably It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I mean, it's up there, especially we've been listening to the podcast that they started doing recently.
It's the best podcast around right now.
Great, yeah. Next to the Kind of Funny podcast, I really enjoy listening to these guys talk on the mic, and they even do a video version, which is pretty cool. I've been watching this show for years, and I've probably watched through season 1 to, what are they up to, 15, 16 now? I've probably seen this show through 6, 7, 8 times, because I'll put it on as background music, you know, just the way you watch The Office, because I've seen The Office 100 times also. So it's just one of those shows where it's always on rotation, it's always in my queue. I'll always be playing this, and I cannot wait for a complete series Blu-ray. Well, actually, I don't want a complete series because I don't want it to ever end, but I want them to release these on Blu-ray. Yeah. ASAP.
I actually, when it comes to Always Sunny in Philadelphia, me and my wife pretty much watch at least one episode every single day. When I get home from work every night, we throw on an episode or 2 before bed. I've had this running since, I believe, season 6 is when I first discovered this. Season 7, actually, because I was on Netflix, and the Christmas episode was the last one on Netflix at the time. And since then, it's been my favorite show. I just, you know, people watch The Office to calm down. I watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's my relaxation show.
I haven't watched The Office. I used to watch The Office. Was the same thing. The Office was right up there with Always Sunny with me, but they took it off of Netflix, and I'm not subscribing to Peacock. I'm sorry. I have too many streaming services already. And
hey, I'm subscribed to Peacock. You wanna be a subscriber?
Yeah, let me suck on the teat. They're quick. They're bite-sized episodes. They're 22 minutes, I think.
Yeah, they're perfect.
They're half-hour episodes on TV. Cut out the commercials when you stream it. It's on Hulu.
I think most people don't understand that they're portraying the worst people in the world. That's what they're trying to go for.
Yeah.
And I think that sense of humor is not for everybody. They think like they're being, you know, because it's very, like, you know, they go right for it, you know, with cancel culture and everything like that.
And they took some episodes down, which I disagree with. But some people are sensitive these days, and you can't have that.
They don't understand, like, that the whole point is to portray these people as terrible to get their message out.
Yeah. Like, you listen to them on the podcast, I mean, they'll ham it up a bit, but they're normal people, you know, they're great people, actually. Yeah. And they just portray crazy psychopaths.
They all don't have many redeeming qualities.
No. This is just, at its core, it's just a very raunchy comedy, and the schemes and messes they get into, it's great. You have to watch. This is a must-watch, and the first season is a bit rocky. You know, I think a lot of shows are like that until it finds its footing.
Yeah, and this first season is missing one of its main characters of the whole show,
Danny
Frank
DeVito.
Reynolds, played by Danny DeVito.
Yeah, he comes around in the second season, and then the show just really takes off from there. Danny DeVito was definitely the missing ingredient.
Oh yeah, they needed Danny DeVito. And it's funny because the FX gave him an ultimatum, like, get a star or you don't have a show anymore. And he's like, alright. Rob McElhenney, he's like, alright, we'll hire Danny DeVito. And, you know, the rest is history. It's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I can't say enough nice things about this show. It's still my all-time favorite, I think. Again, it's very comparable to The Office. It's quick, bite-sized, it's funny. It's something you can rewatch 100 times. And I'm just really excited to rewatch it all again for you guys.
Yeah. So we'll do one of these a week, and that means right now we're going to dive right into episode 1, The Gang Gets Racist. This episode originally aired on August 4th, 2005, 17 years ago, if you can believe that. And you know what? It was alright. I mean, their first episode, you could definitely see, like, you know, they're working out the bugs.
Everyone, I mean, just because we've been watching it for so long, going back to the originals, this was what did you say, 17 years ago?
Yeah.
They're so young, they're skin, you know, it's crazy. And Charlie is, I think, has the most drastic change over the year. Well, aside from Frank went over a pretty drastic change, but that's spoilers. I think Charlie, from episode 1 to where they are now, is a completely different character, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. Oh, as far as character, I thought you were saying looks. No, yeah. As far as character, 100%.
Yeah.
Charlie is the most. He isn't even as dumb as he is in later.
No, yeah, he's like smarter.
Yeah, like they did a full 180 on his character. Like you could see where they were going to be going with Dennis, and Dee also changed a lot.
Yeah, they all did. You know, that's how a lot of shows are. The first season is so different, and it just, they find their footing and they find their groove, and they found their groove.
And they write it, you know, Rob, Glenn, and Charlie. They all write it, and they have their writing teams. They always talk about David Hornsby, who plays Cricket, is another writer on the show.
Ricky Cricket, yep.
Yeah, so like, you know, they were finding their characters in the writer room and in front of the camera.
Did you ever watch the other show they did?
Mythic Quest. Yeah, on Apple TV.
Yep.
Very different show.
Very different. I still enjoyed that. That was good. It's not Always Sunny. Nothing's going to compare.
Nothing is Always Sunny compared to this.
It was a good show. If you caught that, you should definitely watch Always Sunny for sure.
But yeah, no, it's definitely a very good show. I like Mythic Quest a lot, actually. It's got more of an emotional charm, and like, you know, you could sympathize with those characters, whereas this one, you can see why they're so hateable. And right out of the gate, we see that they're pretty much all racist, or at least uncomfortable around black people. It was actually a pretty funny episode. Like an episode like this today probably wouldn't fly too well with all the homophobia and everything like that. But it was still pretty funny. I got some chuckles out of it. Like Dennis, when he does that twirl, the boys are out tonight. Like, you know, I still got some laughs. Charlie slamming the domino was funny. You know.
Yeah. It's a great episode, and then he uses the girl to go to the coffee shop to say, "Hey, look, I'm not racist."
They started the whole waitress gag right here, which is good for people who don't watch the show. The waitress and Charlie Day are married in real life. So,
as are Mac and Dee. They're actually
they weren't together yet. I think they said on the Always Sunny podcast they didn't get together, like sneaking around with like the second or third season. But yeah, Caitlin Olsen is great.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah,
she's one of the best comedic actresses that we have in general.
Big time. Yep, she's great.
No, I love her. I love everybody on this show. Everybody plays their characters so well, and you know, obviously in this it's very old, and they shot on some terrible digital cameras with some pretty bad audio and standard definition for 2005.
Yeah, if you can get through the first season, even the second season is a bit dated. As soon as you hit season 3, it takes off like a rocket.
Yeah, it's just they were really finding their footing, and there isn't many episodes in the first season, but there's some good stuff in there. This episode I could definitely recommend. It's funny. It's not their greatest. It's not even close to their greatest. But, you know, it's definitely for a pilot. I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. So, as of right now, this is the number 1 ranked out of 162 episodes of Always Sunny. So, and counting. So next week, guys, we'll do episode 2, and we'll just do this every week. Alright, guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of Let's Talk. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys sticking around to the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed our Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode ranking video. We're going to do one of those every week. And another thing we do every week is our digital code giveaway. And this week we're giving away Almost Famous, and we got 10 names entered. That is the most we've had so far, so I guess people are telling their friends. And me and Batman right now are going to pick a winner. Could be any of these 10 names. Let's spin the magic wheel. Let's see who wins. Could be anyone. Anyone's life is about to change. Brian! Brian actually enters every week. He's one of our frequent flyers in our digital code giveaway. I think that this might be his first time winning, or it could be a second. I'm not 100% sure, but congratulations, Brian. You get the Almost Famous digital code, and thanks for playing. I really appreciate that. And everybody else who entered, just remember we do this every week, so make sure you check Friday's video for the question and Monday's video for the winner, where we do this. And I can tell you this Friday, the digital code is going to be The Godfather. We got a couple of those in the packs we just picked up, so we're going to be doing The Godfather Part 1 will be this week's digital code. Make sure you come back to Friday's video to find this week's question. And guys, thank you so much for entering into this contest. And remember, when we hit 500 subscribers, when we do that giveaway, you will actually win this trilogy, the Godfather 4K trilogy that just came out, and look for our review of that tomorrow, Tuesday. Thanks for watching this video, and thanks for watching Let's Talk. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends.